I hate making these kinds of videos, but 2025 is a year that I vowed to really know my worth. So yesterday I was on CBC News Radio and I said this.
The information that you're hearing and reading on social media, it should be a conversation point for you and your provider. And I think a lot of people are taking the information on social media and they're just using that as their only source of health information, when really it should be an addition to the information that they're receiving from their own specific provider.
I have said that repeatedly here on this channel and all my other platforms. I've also been really cautious to be respectful and not to give health advice, but to encourage you to go to your provider. Please contact your provider. Your provider, chat with your provider. Let your provider know. Always chat with your provider. Do let your provider know. Your provider, your provider, your provider, your specific provider, your provider, you and your provider. As always, you should chat with your provider because that's who you should be going to for the health and safety of you and your baby. Yesterday evening, a popular OBGYN, MFM on this platform, sort of called my integrity into question. I took some time to sort of reflect and think about it, but then I noticed that the captions changed. And the new captions, they sort of imply that I might be a bit of a grifter and maybe you shouldn't follow my platforms because I'm not really a valid source of good information. Full transparency, I will tell you what I made from that video on Instagram. $0, because I don't get paid on Instagram for views. And also there's nothing in my link in my bio that has anything to do with that video 8 months ago about advocacy for our patients. Those of you who know me and you know my platforms, you know that I take incredible pride in the information that I bring to you and how I deliver it. This is all about a video that was put out on Instagram with another creator. It was about how to advocate for yourself. She brought up the risks of laboring down,
significantly higher rates of postpartum hemorrhage, infection or chorioamnionitis, and neonatal acidemia.
the same risks that I mentioned in the beginning of the video from ACOG. She also said this.
Those people who are telling you that we are making people push on their back or to absolutely refuse to do that are those who have never pushed with the patient. Never. Never checked a cervix, never assessed fetal station, never repaired the perineum. Those are the ones that are the loudest.
And at the end of the video, she said this.
You push in a position that you're comfortable with. Period.
And on that, we're completely aligned because in the original video, just pop onto your back for me.
No, I'm comfortable here.
That's exactly what the patient was saying, and that's why it ties in so well to a skit about advocacy for our patients. One of my favorite things to say to my patients is what feels good to you is what your body needs. Remember that. I've also said things like this. This stuff that I talk about, it's not for everybody, and it doesn't have to be for everybody. In the end, I truly believe that people are trying to do what they think is best for them and their baby, regardless of whether I agree with them and regardless of whether their provider agrees with them. So if you need me, I will still be here providing non-judgmental information on pregnancy and childbirth and breastfeeding and postpartum, and I hope you will be too.